All right, here we are. Get a little bit of coffee going this morning. Let's see. I don't know if you can see this. Can't see that. Let's bring this down just a little bit. Yeah, now you can see it. Jarvis Biker. This live stream brought to you by Jarvis Biker. As you see the shirt. So I met up this weekend with Chris Caliente and Jarvis Biker that came down from Canada, from Toronto. So just giving a shout out to them. Thanks for the shirt. Appreciate it. Hey, it's I like it too, man. I like this little skull and stuff. So if you haven't, go check out Jarvis Biker on YouTube. He's got quite a few videos, does a lot of riding, goes all over the place. Pretty cool guy. Like I said, met them up in Memphis, went up there Saturday. So it was pretty fun. Had a good time up there. Him and Chris Caliente both. So anytime you get to go for a ride and get to hang out, that's some pretty good stuff. So I enjoyed that trip. It was really good. Had to get the big motorcycle trip in, as the title suggests. I'm going under the knife. About to come up. Went to the VA. What was that? I don't know, a couple of days back. Went up there, saw the surgeon, talked to the doctor, and they said, yes, you're not too fat no more. If you go back and look at some of my past videos that I had, they told me last time I went, they said, you're too fat. So I was supposed to get it done, so I got the acid reflux, right? It's called a Nissen fundoplication or something. Anyway, they take your stomach and wrap around. It's not like a staple where you lose weight. I don't know why they made me lose weight first. I guess they said if you're too fat, it can make it difficult to have. It's not as successful, right? If you have too much body fat, subcutaneous fat, not subcutaneous fat, it's whatever it is once wrapped around your organs, all that, it can be difficult for the surgery. So apparently at that point in time, I was 200 pounds, but when I weighed in up there, fully dressed, 212. So I lost 30 pounds total from January 2nd, because I was up there January 2nd, and they did that. Lost all that weight, still had the exact same stuff. You know, you lay down at night, you can feel it just kind of creeping up. Food goes down, it wants to come back up later. That's the problem. So that's what GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. I'm not a doctor and I never played one either, but I know it's something like that. Anyway, they get that mess going on. We're going to get this taken care of. So the 22nd, going back up to the VA, and they are going to take these robots and pokers and whatever and stick them all in, however they do that, and get the stomach and wrap around the esophagus. It takes this little valve in there for the food. It's going to take and tighten that up. And once that happens, no more GERD. I'm going to take no more pills. Everything will be good. So I'll be in good shape after that. So kind of looking forward to getting that done. Not really worried about I'm not worried about the surgery itself. My biggest concern is the clear liquid diet after. So, Laura's a nurse, so she knows what I'm supposed to do, right? And I read on it too. So she's going to keep me straight, make sure I don't eat nothing wrong. So I'll rely on her expertise on that. She knows what to do. But when I'm looking at information on what is a clear liquid diet, they all say the same thing: broth, blah 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 blah. It says gelatin. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. Let me look up a shopping list. What do I need to get? What am I going to get? What is it that I'm going to like? And you put in shopping list for clear liquid diet. It says the same thing: broth. Okay, well, you don't go to a store and it just says broth. That's it. What kind of broth? What's a shopping list? It just, I don't know. So if y'all got suggestions on a good clear liquid diet, what to eat, I know it's like Jello, popsicles. I like popsicles. I can do popsicles all day. Got Jello, popsicles. I don't know, chicken broth, beef broth. But this is supposed to be for 2 weeks. They said clear liquid diet for 2 weeks. So that's a lot. That's a lot of damn popsicles and chicken broth and whatever else. So if anybody has some experience with that, hit me up. Tell me, what is it that you got? Let me get this thing real quick. What is it that you got? What did you buy? What did you actually get? What was good? What was good to eat? That's what I need to know. I was hoping we'd get somebody else online who's done one of these before. But ain't nobody out there because don't nobody care. It's not a big deal. I just went live just for fun. Did it last time, checked it out. It actually worked. I had some couple people join in. It was pretty fun. At least I know the equipment works. This little microphone I got and all that stuff it hooks up. So getting used to looking at the camera, that's the hard part. Trying to do that so y'all know that I'm engaged with you and not just looking at the screen or looking at the fish behind me. The big old fishes up there. I like the fish. Anyway, look at the shirt, man. That shirt does look good. Let's swing that way, Jarvis Biker, so people can see. There we go. Put his shirt up there. We'll call this my sponsor. My sponsor for this week's Jarvis Biker. He did. He sponsored, got me a shirt, so I like that. Getting the coffee going. So that's the big news coming up. Going under the knife to get that finished up. Once they said it's supposed to stay overnight, so I guess I stay one night in the hospital. They fix it up, and then away you go. So I guess I'll do a video afterwards, and then they're supposed to be down for a while after that, like 3 weeks. 3 weeks of recovery. That's pretty tough. They let you out the next day afterwards. I guess they check and make sure everything's cool. You ain't got no problems, no issues. There's plenty of risks that go with any major surgery. So we'll see. We'll see how the VA hospital does. The guy that's doing it is supposed to be like a leading expert on the robot assisted surgery, whatever it does. What is that called? I'm trying to think of the word. If anybody knows, put that up there. Laparoscopic. That's what it is. He's a robot assisted laparoscopic surgery. So I guess they pump you full of gas and swell you up and all that. So that causes a little bit of issue. You got swelling and bloating and all that mess. So we're gonna find out. But once it's fixed, I'm on my way home. It'll be good. And then hopefully by May, June, I'll be back up to full speed. Get back. I got a lot of stuff on Subzilla I need to get done. I got a lot of problems. I'll make a roof rack. So if you've been watching that playlist on building Subzilla, different things I've got going, I know I've been doing a lot of maintenance stuff with taillights and some paint, just little things. But I've got my welder hooked up. It's in that room back there behind, right back there in that room. I got a power cord hooked up right next to the circuit breaker, so I can now plug my welder in and take it out that door right there on the back side where the carport is. I can pull the Suburban and make do some welding. So I'm going to build a roof rack. I think that's going to be I think that might be what I build next. Get that roof rack built. I need to weld one of those up so I can take all the wood. One for putting wood for the fence. It's easier to carry 2x4s, 4x4s, any of that stuff. I can just put it right up on top of the truck. So that's really why I'm in the mode of building that first. I'm also going to build in the bed in the back. I'm going to build a slide out rack so that I can put whatever, because it's got the barn doors right to open up. But I'm going to put that slide in bed that slides in and out. So when you put stuff in there, you open up the doors, just pull it out because it sits up really high. It's hard to reach inside there and grab what you need to grab out of the inside of the truck. So I want to build a slide in rack, roof rack. I'm gonna put some speaker boxes in the back, put me some subs in there, get the radio going. I see people popping in and out up there. That's cool. People taking a look. Get all that finished up. Get me a few things going to the Suburban and get that where I can use it more to get what I need. I also need to order shocks. If you've seen the short ride with the shock bushings, they're gone. So that's pretty bad. Probably tomorrow, which will come out the following Sunday. Tomorrow, I'm going to do some more painting. I got to get it looking one color. I blacked out a bunch of the chrome. I think it looks a lot better with that blacked out chrome. So I'm gonna get that blacked out chrome set up, get everything else fixed up, and start getting that thing into use. Then also change modes. I got to get the garden ready soon. So we got some videos coming up on that one. Got to rototill the garden, pull stuff. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, but now I got to heal it from surgery. So I got the important one done, which was the carport. That needed to be fixed up to keep rain off the bike after those things done. But now it's also a parking for Laura now, so that's great. She's got covered parking, which I took away by building this room that I'm sitting in. This used to be the carport, and I converted it into the fish room. As you can see, that's a 400-gallon aquarium. So the water's like 3,000 pounds. Then it's got 200 pounds of gravel and the wood and everything else in there. So you got about 4,000 pounds sitting there. That doesn't go in the house very easily. It's huge. It's 8 feet. It's 8 feet long. It's a big tank. It's hard to tell. Let me slide back. See, look at this. That's huge. That's a big tank, right? It's big. It doesn't look that big from here, but it is. It's huge, and it's pretty deep too. It goes almost 31 inches wide. So the depth of it from front to back is 31 inches. It's just enough that it can fit through a door, right? It's just wide enough that you can fit it through the door. That's how I got it in here. That's what limited my size on it, was making sure that I had the door the right size. Other than that, getting that carport done, getting a lot of stuff finished up before I had the surgery, before it took me down, was kind of an important thing. I know I'm all over the place, y'all. Now I'm gonna get better with this. I don't have a script. I just wing it, as I'm sure you can tell. I just go straight off the cuff. Whatever comes. So anyway, getting projects finished up, trying to get some more stuff done around the house, getting the backyard into shape for summertime. That's an important one. I'm like, of course, other than just mowing the grass, but I'm gonna build a deck off the back door. If you've seen first time using a smoker, it's another one of my videos. I don't know how to add that stuff. I can, whatever. I'll figure that out one of these days. I'm trying to get better at the videos. But that one shows my little bitty back porch. I got just like a stoop. It's a little concrete right off the back door. It's just big enough to stand on. And I laid some red pavers down, laid some brick pavers down a while back, a couple of years ago. And that's been our back patio. Not the most useful thing in the world. Dog does fine, but we don't do much out there. It's pretty hot in the south anyway. But I'm going to build a covered deck out there, sort of like the same thing I did for the carport, except I'm going to put a wooden deck under it. This, ground level, kind of like a free floating. It's not going to be tied to the house. It'll just be sitting there free floating. I'll tie the roof in. The covered part will be tied to the house. The water runs off of that and off the roof and onto that, and then runs right off, so it keeps everything off the little patio that we're going to build. That needs a lot of wood and long wood too. Stuff that it'll fit in the Suburban, but you gotta leave the back doors open and tie it in. That's pretty weird. So hence building the roof rack. See, all these plans is stuff I want to do. It all ties together, of course, but you got to do everything at once, and then eventually get a camper. And that'll be the fun one. I want to get a vintage camper. I've been watching some videos. See, that's my problem. I watch YouTube just like you're doing right now. And I go through and I find all these little things. I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. I want to do that. That looks fun. All these ideas of stuff I want to do. I like to build stuff. That's my biggest thing. I like to create. I like to make things with my hands. I built a Suburban, still working on it. I built a Volkswagen Bug a while back. Built motorcycles. I built this room. Built that fish tank. A lot of things I build. I just enjoy doing it. So that's where we're gonna get going. Anyway, we had 13 minutes here, so I'm gonna cut this off at least at 15 minutes. I'm not gonna go much longer than that. Keep it short. It doesn't need to be super long, especially since I'm just sitting here by myself rambling. But the surgery, yep. So I drop down. That's going to happen. We will see how that feels. I don't know. I'm anticipating a quick recovery, but they're saying 3 weeks. They're saying you're really sore from it. That it does not. You got to be careful after you get it done. Let's put it that way. You got to be careful once you get the surgery done. You might be up and around. You can walk around. You can move around. It doesn't make you bedridden or anything. But you got to be real careful with what you do so that you don't take that stomach they stitch around and break it loose. Right? You don't want to break that loose. If you break that loose, that's what's going to be a problem. So I got to make sure that I don't make any of that happen. Keeping up with my projects and keeping those things limited is the hard one. The other hard part is not riding the motorcycle for a while. The doctor was kind of specific on that because I told him I ride a lot. He's like, yeah, you want to stay off the bike for at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months. Stay off the bike. That's not going to happen. But if anything happens, you wreck, you crash, you have to put your foot down and grab the bike, it starts to fall over. Any of that kind of weird stuff that can happen puts a lot of strain, on your stomach. Those muscles in there pulling and pushing. So I won't even ride it for at least a month period. I'm not going to get on it. That's for sure. I will have to start going back up to work again after that. I got to go. I work remote most of the time, but I do go into the plant on occasion. I have to go do face-to-face stuff. and I got a bunch of things I got to go up there for. So I've got a push the next couple of weeks to get some stuff done, and then after that I got to do some more. But I will be out. I will be gone, so I can't do that. So as soon as I do heal up enough, I got to start going back up there, which I take my motorcycle to 90 miles each way, right? So I don't drive Subzilla to work. That'd be way too much gas. It only gets 10 miles a gallon, so you'd be spending quite a bit of money. Thank you to the current economic situation. That's hard on everybody. So hopefully that changes soon. Anyway, let me get out there and hit this. I'm going to end the stream up here in just a minute. And I appreciate anybody who's coming in and taking a look. I will keep y'all posted. I got quite a few subscribers out there. I get questions once in a while. So feel free to hit up, ask questions, post them here, post them in the videos. Tell me what you want to see. If you want to see something different, you want me just to shut up, post it, whatever. I probably won't, but you can post it. Let me know anyway. It'll be fine. But I'm going to end this up, and then we're going to get out of here. We'll see y'all later.